Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. It's another one of those things I hate. This is the magazine, not magazine, paper, the wellness paper from Chemist Warehouse. And we've got it open like that because we're interested in a fragrance. This Bromley, this David Bromley bullshit. He's a fucking well recognised artist, and he's obviously a bit toffee nosed, and he wants to make a lot of money out of his fame as an artist. So he's fucking producing these fragrances with his name on it. Thinks his fucking shit smells like fucking perfume. What a fucktard, what a fucking duffer. Thinking he's superior just because he's got a name for himself. He's a fucking idiot, folks. He's a dick. I don't like him. I don't like his type. He's snooty. Snooty is what he oozes. And speaking of oozes, I've just oozed my fucking settings have been lost talking about this piece of shit. This piece of dum-dum. Sorry, folks. But yeah, he just comes across as an entitled slut. Just because he's famous, just because he's rich, just because he can make money by putting paint on a canvas or on a fucking whatever else. He's a dick. I really hate these self-entitled artists. I hate Ken Doane as well. I fucking have him on my radar. You too, Ken Doane, you're a fucking asshole. I fucking hate you, you money fucker. You entitled shit. Children's drawings, fucktard. Whatever. But Bromley is a dick. He's also in the same... I don't know if he's quite in the same league as Ken Doane, but he's a fucking snooty shithead. Although I actually did read something that David Bromley has depreciated in price for some reason. So maybe there's karma coming back to bite him for being a snooty little shithead. And that's come up looking quite well framed, actually, for a David Bromley piece of fuck shit. Yeah, that's come up looking well framed, actually. Just got a little bit of that writing there. Maybe I could enlarge it a bit bigger. But yeah, David Bromley just comes across as someone who's really, really up himself, really snooty. Snooty and snobby, very much. That's David Bromley for you. Snooty and snobby, making shit. I actually can see something a lot more interesting in this creation, that I can create something a bit better than this. I'm going to do some interesting tricks. So I'm just going to now maybe stretch it on the horizontal. Gonna make it 400 by that. Yeah, that's come up looking a lot more interesting with her eyes and just her nose there. That's a lot more interesting. Wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. Maybe the face? This camera on this phone is starting to get hesitant again. It's starting to get glitchy. The movement's a bit jerky. I think it needs to be optimised, so I'll probably switch this phone off eventually and switch it back on again. And it should, hopefully, like it did last time, optimise itself. I do think this is a little bit faded. Well, I don't know, folks. It's a little bit, yeah, David Bromley. I don't like these rich artists. They really have something about them that really stinks, really smells and oozes of shit. I really don't like these sorts of artists, these sorts of people. They're just snooty, and you get the feeling they don't care about other people, like the poor and the less fortunate, or they don't give enough. And they're probably celebrating Australia Day, and they've probably got their fucking art hanging in some ritzy little art gallery, getting themselves some fucking money, these rich fucks. David Bromley and Ken Doan, which are in this local area, who hail, I think Ken Doan is from this local area as well, if I'm correct. So they're both assholes, rich fuckers. And yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.